Okay, guys, episode 2 of She-Hulk Attorney at Law is here. We're going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it with spoilers. So if you haven't watched the episode yet, bookmark this video and come back after. I don't want to ruin anything for you. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. But before we do, if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Okay, let's talk She-Hulk, episode 2. Okay, guys, so I actually liked this episode better than the first episode. I felt like we get a lot more. We get to dive into a little bit more of who Jen Walters is and what's going on in her life right now. So the first one was very much like, okay, let's explain how she became a Hulk. Let's give you time with Mark Ruffalo, which was amazing. And then let's continue on. But now we're bringing in her new role after she got fired, which is very exciting. A little not cool for her that she's got to be Hulk constantly all the time. She-Hulk, I should say. I understand her frustration with that, especially since that wasn't part of the initial offer. But she's got to do what she's got to do. One of my favorite parts about this episode is, of course, bringing in Abomination. Tim Roth is Abomination. I thought that was perfect. I think that's very smart for this to be her first client. Right? I thought that was a lot of fun. But what I really love is her conversation with Hulk. And he says, I was a different person then. Literally. I love how they address that because that's always been kind of a weird thing in the MCU. Like, yeah, the Incredible Hulk kind of is part of the MCU, but it's a totally different actor and we're just going to ignore it. I always found that to be a little weird, so I like how they address it. I think that's one of my favorite things about this series is just how self-aware Marvel is. I think it's a lot of fun. She goes, you get to see her family environment when she's having a family dinner. That was a lot of fun. Now, this end credit, though, I will say is probably my least favorite. She looks very cartoony here. I just didn't think, it almost looks like it wasn't finished CGI. It kind of threw me off, but I am getting used to her CGI and her look and her green. I am loving the fourth wall. I love how she talks to the camera. I really love how she said something to her new boss. And then she goes, yeah, I'm going to be thinking about that decision that I made. I'm going to worry about that all year. Because I do that. I get it. I'm there too. Sometimes I say things and I'm like, great, that's going to bother me for a year or more that I said that. And what was the actual reaction to it? So I get it. I feel you, Jen Walters. So I love her relationship with her best friend, Nikki. I feel like we got to dive into that a lot more in episode 2. So I'm excited to see where this is going. I think this episode was a lot of fun. You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I definitely liked this one better than the first one, although it didn't have as much Mark Ruffalo, but that's okay. Be sure to follow me over on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. I'm MamasGeeky over there. You can also check me out at MamasGeeky.com. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.